Because do chicks puke?
All right, coming up, epic
Literally, yes.
KXNO,
On
Morning
on
Rush,
radio, not
Morning
so much.
Trash,
I'm trying to think
Penalty
if
Box,
chicks puke.
and Tom Arnold
Every time
interview,
I
fellow
hear puking, I
Iowan
think
from
of
Ottumwa,
Private
Iowa.
Parts, where he's going, W-A,
Coming up.
NBC.
I also need to point out to Mike that say you have an ad with puking radio guy that's not in on the joke. If somebody could be saying, why is Jethro's having a strip club DJ do their commercials? Because they're kind of the same thing.
All right, guys, drop your socks and grab your pants. Bethany to the main stage. Bethany come to the main stage.
No, it's Paprika.
Paprika?
She's spicy. She's sexy. It's always some weird name. It's,
Yeah, I think they've gone more regular.
Charity to the main stage. Meredith,
Yes.
you're on deck.
Please give to Charity. She needs the help.
Well, Ross was a strip club DJ.
For like one night he couldn't do it anymore. He's like, I can't do this anymore. He actually had like a soul. He had he had morals and a compass. I was just never creative enough to go, maybe I should go be a DJ at a strip club.
Get it done, Travis.
There's
still time, baby.
There is some creativity I feel like you have to have, though. Because you gotta, it's a
Come on, guys. You know you want her. Sit by the stage.
2 for 1s.
Buy her a drink. It's only triple. Heather goes to the Paprika, which clearly shows you that Heather's never been to a strip club.
No.
You ever been to a strip club, Heather?
I have had to do.
Hey, we should
like a
talk about
radio
5-0 and his crock pots.
Yeah.
Stop.
It was awful.
Not inside, did you?
Yeah,
What?
John.
What kind of salesperson would do that?
You got a talent fee for that?
Yeah, I was the only woman there getting paid that had all my clothes on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. You really had to do a remote at a strip club.
I don't want to talk about it.
Can
It
we
was
get
the
your-
longest 2 hours of my life,
What
okay?
was your initial reaction when that was pitched to you?
I was like, I don't want to do it. And then they gave me a price, and I'm like, well, I guess I can
I
try.
can sit there for 2 hours.
This Purple Rain. We call this Purple Rain.
Coming up next, we're going to interview Brandy. Brandy's going to join me and tell me about her career path.
When did you start stripping?
Oh, Heather. I'm sorry that you had to do that. I am sorry.
It wasn't fun. But it was in cash, too.
Oh, that's
Cash, baby.
Did you go get those things like dry cleaned? Here's
I
400 ones.
And I have to immediately take them to the bank in a hazmat, bag.
Boy, these smell good.
Ugh.
Smell like perfume.
Glitter all
There's
over
glitter
the
all over them. Oh, yes.
Bryce says, nothing puts a bigger smile on my face in the morning than the morning rush. Heather, Sean, Travis, y'all are cracking me up this morning. Happy Friday.
Oh.
Friday.
Yeah,
Got to get down on
Why
Friday.
don't you do a show on what is the greatest Friday in sports starting at the beginning of the year? I'm like, yeah, I said, that's interesting, but Sean snorting pixie dust was a lot more.
Got almost 1,000 votes on that poll.
Right, we have Iowa, Michigan coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
Iowa State playing TCU, and people would rather talk about Sean snorting sugar.
That's right.
And Heather doing the ones at strip clubs.
Wow. Pour some sugar on me. I'm going to have to pull that out of the archive here pretty soon, Sean.
Don't do that.
Sure.
Don't pull it out.
No one wants that on this type of Friday. We're having fun. Don't ruin people's Fridays, man.
506 votes in. Tomorrow, Cyclone football and Hawkeye football both play at 11 o'clock. How will you watch the game?
Here's today's poll.
TV side by side getting 7%. That kind of surprises me. I mean, I didn't think that was going to win. 7% is kind of low in my book.
Yeah, that's a surprising number.
Flip back and forth, 18%. Only watch the Cyclones at 38%. Only watch the Hawkeyes at 37%. Andy Fales, who you hear on Murph and Andy coming up from 2 to 4, says 1 game at a time, DVR employed.
See, anymore with Twitter, I can't do
Yeah, you
that.
just-
I like to
man,
kind of go
I'm
back
with
and
you,
forth
Heather.
and keep up on Twitter with fans. And inevitably, I'm going to
I
see
see
a
all
lot
the
of
game
stuff
on
about
Twitter.
the game I'm not watching.
Yes, because I do not have the self-discipline to stay off social media.
No.
I don't either.
No, and I don't like the back and forth because I like, one, I just don't have the time commitment to go back and watch a full football game.
By Red
if they're
Zone.
on the same time. Like, go back on, people do it like Sunday night. Oh, I broke down the game, I'll rewatch it Sunday night. I'm over it by then because I've seen everything on Twitter.
Yeah.
Amp says, and you need an option for not watching neither. Not everyone is an Iowa Hawkeye or a Cyclone fan.
Go Panthers.
I said that in my nerdiest voice possible.
Hey, I
Let's
watch
do a
both, and
show
I'm
with
Notre
that
Dame.
voice.
Hello, everybody. Eugene.
Jamie
Yeah,
says.
there's a fan that calls it.
Jamie says, with the weather delays, everyone will be able to watch both.
Oh, is it supposed to?
I don't know about what the weather in Ann Arbor is, but it is supposed. I haven't seen anything though about lightning tomorrow. It's just supposed to rain.
Yeah, I saw McIntyre's forecast, and he was wearing like a rain poncho, and then
And then
we know
umbrella.
that's going to
and
be
then Ed brought an umbrella. Oh, trash.
Wow.
Come on. That's just too sick.
Got Charlie's Angels on, but
Oh, it is like,
You're
oh my
too
God.
mean.
I am very mean. I am mean. My
No,
wife
fair
calls me a bully.
no fair.
You're a bully.
Our friend Dave Lubber says, please tell me the station you did the remote for was WPLL.
WP what?
Lubbers is listening.
Apparently.
I love it that we got one of the most
WPL?
famous, high-powered guys at ESPN who does amazing journalism. Actually takes the time to listen to the story.
You mean the show?
The show, not the strip.
Hey,
the
dude
story.
needs to follow
Listen to the
me.
show. That makes my day.
Follow me on Twitter, dude. At
John
Red
Wall
Ray
just texted
Green.
me the other day when we were in the middle of this, and he gave his input on text. I'm like, you listen? He goes, yes. I'm like, oh, that just makes my day. Anybody who listens to the show, it makes my day.
I was going to say,
Even though we have 99% of the people in Des Moines listening to the show, it still makes my day.
I love how you are making everyone who is not, I don't know, Dave Lubbers or
No,
John
I just said
Walters.
everybody.
Okay, you were heading down that.
No, I wasn't. I just
slope.
said you don't. Nice.
Jamie Pollard listens.
Yeah, but he never gives us feedback. He'll like every time.
Eat
we
your
see him-
feedback.
See him in
Yeah, when you
person.
see it,
Eat
you're like,
your
oh my
feedback.
God, man, you do listen. 2, 8, 4, 5
I get
minutes,
that. I
6.
see that the early penalty box isn't really catching on.
No,
Or is
well, we
it-
haven't
is
really
it
promoted
started?
Caller number 1.
Well, we need to because they're just on their way, so it will be definitely penalty box.
Justin,
Coming up,
welcome
Tom
to the
Arnold.
Morning Rush. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
So much.
I got your back with the early penalty box here. So I've had an issue with iHeartRadio. I'm not trying to get down on the company or anything. iHeartRadio is a great service. We don't have to lug around our AM radios with our 22D batteries in them to listen to the show, which is nice. But there's been some technical problems here this week, going into last week. We're going from last week into this week. iHeartRadio's been cutting you guys off. All the shows, the end of the segments, going into commercials. The other thing, so I was listening to Murph and Andy, and they cut off the end of the segment and right into the Airwick pre-poop toilet spray.
No, it's
commercial, which
VIP.
was
Free.
Very bizarre.
It's VIP poop
Yeah,
spray.
That was a strange commercial. I haven't heard it since.
Sure that wasn't planned?
I still want to know if Sean's got
That's what you did
VIP poop spray.
I don't know.
It was a bit.
Commercial the mom says to the daughter, my husband didn't know I pooped for 3 years. It was a very strange commercial. Anyway, so we can listen to like every St. Louis Cardinals baseball game on iHeartRadio, but we can't listen to an Iowa game. We can't listen to Gary and Dolphin do the pregame or postgame show like we used to. And then last Saturday
It
for
was only
Sound
for
Off,
half
I don't know
a
if
year
you're
with
aware, but like the first half hour of Sound Off was cut off. We were listening to the
Well, here, Justin, I'll tell you what happens with that.
his testimony on his method.
Okay, Justin, I'm going to defend iHeart on this because it was scheduled. Unfortunately, that one is like pre-programmed because we were scheduled to go on at 4 o'clock. See, we cannot air any of the Iowa Hawkeye in their field.
And
So-
by the way, that's
Yeah, I know
not iHeart's issue.
Yeah,
That is the issue between the university.
So what happened was we went on right at 4 o'clock. That's when it was scheduled to go on. We actually started sound off early. So
Yeah,
Oh, that was it?
if sound off starts early, it's not programmed in the system, so the producer has to physically go in there and reset everything.
Physically.
And we had a different producer.
So,
You're physical.
oh, you had a different producer. That's right. Okay. Was she get the board off too?
Oh.
Thanks, Justin.
Chicken, guys.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Michael, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm glad you got this family box going. I start working 7:30 every morning now, so I don't get a call in anymore. But I'd like to put in Mr. Rick Spielman, general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, for failing to secure a quarterback worth a damn and wasting over $80 million on Kirk Cousins.
Welcome to being a Bears fan.
Cousin.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, I sure am missing the old NFC North where at least we had Tampa Bay to beat up on.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Michael. Tampa Bay's not bad.
That's his whole point.
Jason, what's up?
I'm actually going to throw in this Saturday morning trash show.
Oh,
be a jerk.
yeah.
What is that show called again?
Saturday morning pregame,
Saturday
Jason.
morning
Oh, the pregame? Well, I'm throwing that in because why would you even give the journalist the time of error to be on that show?
The time of air.
And I'm throwing Sean in for not having a pair to stick up for himself and the show and standing up to Emery and saying, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
When was this? We didn't have him on. I mean, we had him on like 4 months ago.
So, it wasn't 4 months ago.
You haven't been on the air for 4 months.
It was like June. In June, we had him on.
It was last weekend, Sean.
Oh, when Emery was able to talk about the situation that happened?
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's friends with him, so I figured he has a right to be able to talk about it.
Well,
Are you throwing Sean in for not challenging him? Is that what you're saying, Jason?
Yeah, he doesn't have a pair. He doesn't have a pair of you-know-what, Travis. He won't stick up for himself in the show.
Is that true, Sean? I got to cut him off because we got to take a break. Is that true, Sean?
No, I said, Emery, you have the floor. To everyone else on this station was able to talk about it all
But
week.
you didn't challenge him on anything you disagreed with?
I let him. He went on for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay. You got to challenge him. Heather challenges me all the time.
It's fine. He challenged all the tweets and everything like that.
No, that's the better dialogue. Nobody cares about that.
Right, you just let him go on a 5-minute monologue and just sat there and went to the bathroom, got a Pepsi. Oh, sorry, got a body armor.
You guys
This
don't
is my
understand.
time
You
to
understand.
rehydrate.
Realize Jason's being a smartass?
No.
Yeah, I do realize that. I do realize that, but I think it's
going to
still
get you two worked up.
constructive criticism on Travis's part.
It's the morning rush at 1460 KXNO. Early penalty box. Throw somebody in.
Pod Paradise website. You don't have to go to iHeart.
Continue the conversation on Facebook. Like 1460s from Fairway. It's the Morning Rush with Travis Justice and Heather Burnside on Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KXNO.
Welcome back to the morning rush. Still throwing people in the Fongs on Forest penalty box till Tom Arnold gets here. Reverend Ray's been on hold. Rev!
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
Not much. Just wanted to bring some Iowa into the show, bring Tom Arnold on. I was always hoping to bring him onto the show. Hoping he would follow me over from Twitter, but just the same. What's going on in the afternoon since the game's on PBS? iHeart doesn't carry their game on the radio, so the boys in the afternoon, they get the day off. Is that the day?
I don't think they get the day off. They're still working hard, but yeah, they don't have to do their show.
And
Cardinals going to be on at 3:30 today.
That VIP poop spray?
Yep.
That covers up other odors too.
Oh, really? Hides the weed?
And I'm also bombarded by the iHeart commercials. Chipotle.
Joni.
Yeah,
That's
Cody
the
mentioned that too. He says, I'm throwing iHeart in the box for repeating the same commercial over and over. I get it. Chipotle has bomb steak. New commercial, please.
Why don't they just air the commercial that aired during the break?
Thanks, Rev.
Thanks, Rev. I don't know how that all works.
We don't have any control over what goes on the stream.
I don't think people are bugged about the ads as much as it's been cutting us off. That's been, I guess, a big
buffering.
Yeah.
I was listening to Murph and Andy the other day, and it kept cutting out, and 5-0 said, see, this is what I go through all the time.
This is my life. Coach Hersom, welcome. What's up?
Twitter.
Are you still in the penalty box?
Yeah, we're going all the way
to the jail. Yeah. I've filled out a couple of forms, and every time I try to reply to an email, it tells me that no one monitors this email. But I'm still appealing my suspension. My question is, do I really wait this out? Because it actually has been kind of nice to be off of Twitter, or do I just bite the bullet and get strike one against my account for my blatant disregard for humanity by threatening my friend's life?
You remember this story, Heather, how he sarcastically, and Twitter's like, oh, you broke our violation, our rules. Or you can just open up a new account.
You don't want to do that.
New name when I call in. I don't know what I do.
That's true.
About this whole thing is interacting with my Facebook shows. I can't vote on the polls. I can't give a good out-of-the-box movie topic on Murphy. It's tough.
It's tough.
Well, I would wait it out.
Yeah, wait it out.
You're going to be back, and
you're going to be a rehabilitated man. You're going to be good for society, and you'll be able to contribute in a meaningful way on social media when you're out of Twitter jail.
And your phone connection is about as good as Twitter right now for you.
I've been told.
Thanks, man.
Travel around the world.
See you, Coach. Let's go to Joe. Joe, who you throwing in the penalty box?
A couple from the Cardinals Braves game yesterday. Number one, they got to throw Acuna. You got to rake them hits up. You on second base is huge for your team.
Yep.
But the main one is the fella sitting off behind Larry Jones Jr. trying to reach over him to grab that foul ball. That was pretty. You can see the top of his face, like, oh, I better not reach over the top of Chipper to grab this foul ball.
Thanks, Joe.
Pull his hands back.
That was good.
Like, whoops.
Hey, by the way, that was a great comeback. I mean, the 8th and 9th just shows you in playoff baseball, it's not over until it's over.
We just get it done, bud. That's all you need to do.
Hey, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, welcome to Morning Rush. What's up?
I'm going to throw in Jalen Hurts. I'm going to throw Jalen Hurts in because he's proven that he's the third best quarterback in the Big 12 by only going for 484 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Good one, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Jeff knows how to get the Travis vote.
I think he got the Sean vote there, didn't he?
I think he might. That's a solid call.
Yeah. Right now, I'd say Jeff and Michael, who threw the Vikings in, leading that.
Yeah, and I love Michael's call because there was somebody that Sean tweeted earlier, I'm with him, let's toss this dude in. And it's a meme of Kirk Cousins in front of the height board. Minnesota man accused of robbing local football team of $84 million.
Let's go to Mike. Mike, welcome to Morning Rush.
I'm so far behind all the time. I'm going to throw myself in because everything you talked about 3 minutes earlier, I don't hear until it happens on iHeart. So I'm throwing iHeart in the penalty box.
All right, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. Yeah, what do you want? Put your order in now.
Well, you know what? Ross and I, we enjoyed ordering out the menu last week.
What? You guys got to order a menu?
Yeah, so because Mike, just call in what you want. So Ross and I went to the menu. We ordered what we wanted, and it was awesome.
Well, I would say this, and I'm going to throw you in too, Travis, because every week I say, tell me what you want.
I know. But it was like, I know. I'll call you later, Mike.
I was going to say, can we have this conversation about what you're going to eat tomorrow during sound off the air?
With one TV.
Troy, what's up?
Throwing Michigan in. For hiring their offensive coordinator without a face-to-face interview. They only got to keep him for one more game. Hope it continues to not work out.
Thanks, Troy. 284-5966. You can interact with us on Twitter at KXNO Morning Rush. Waiting the arrival of Tom Arnold to the studio. Is he going to make it, Heather?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a break. Come back. Cross your fingers. Hope he's here. If not, we'll continue the penalty box. And Sean, if you wanted to, you could just play that open. We come back. That wouldn't throw people off. They're like, "Where's the penalty box?"
Keep it normal.
Actually, we should have played it the break before.
Well, you know what, guys? You're throwing me off. I don't know when to play. We've had a penalty box for an hour now, okay?
We've had a penalty box for half an hour.
Or half an hour, sorry, but it's going to be a full hour. I asked if I should play it.
Just drop it, because then we would be soliciting more phone calls. We've already gotten a nice amount of phone calls.
Heather wants to cut the penalty box off.
Look at her. Making it. She's calling an audible. I like that.
Red 7.
She's a leader. She's a quarterback. Hut, are you a silent snapper or a loud snapper?
Silent snapper. Are you the...
I'm not clapping.
Oh, I love the clap.
Ask 50. My outside voice is fine. You'll be able to hear me. Omaha! Anyway.
That's a good audible,
It is.
Trav being an Omaha.
It's the Morning Rush on 1460 KXNO.
Continue the conversation on Twitter. Follow 14.
New Texas.
It's the Morning Rush with Travis Justice and Heather Burnside on Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KXNO.
Sean, you have coffee cups now?
What are you talking about?
I see Jose's got a Chandraj Show coffee cup.
Yes, we do.
Where are
you guys? Travis, I need to say something.
Okay.
Tom Arnold is here, and I haven't even had the chance to explain to him how this whole show works that you're not here. Hey, and you can turn on his mic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's obvious there's nobody here. It's just you. I could be home in my underwear.
That's exactly what Travis is doing.
That's what I'm doing, actually.
Well, that's what's the deal. They said, you put on your underwear. Travis is in his underwear. No, it was explained to me before I got here.
Good.
This is, I got it. Well, it's great to be here. Heather, I heard are you married to the chief of police here in Des Moines now?
Oh, don't say that.
Good Lord, that's amazing. That's the rumor. Because everything is bigger and more exciting, because Heather has a Tumble connection, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Got my Tumble buddies, Mike Spohr and Kevin Moreland here with me. Anytime you come back to town, you got to get the guys you grew up with, and they're running me around. They're nice of these guys to do that. So
do you pay for everything when they come to town?
Absolutely not. These guys have jobs. You know what they have that's better than anything? Their wives make a lot of money. These guys don't even. Terry and Charity. These guys don't even. These guys are living the life. I pull up to their houses and they're just. These guys have got flannel shirts on, and Mo is in there cleaning and dusting, and he's like, Charity's coming back home. She's been on the road for 8 hours. I got to get this place together. Kids, where's the kids? Hey, Mikey, Minnie, Murphy. Well, I can't remember my kids' names. Where's Minnie Sue? Where's Billy Lou? Hey, is she driving? Let me get that. And where is she? Okay, but those got they got the best lives. They got amazing kids. They got the best kids, and they've done such a great job. I have kids that are 6, and Quinn's about almost 4, and these guys have done a great job. Their families.
Oh, your kids are 6 and 4?
Yeah.
Do you like being an older dad?
I love it. It's the best. I am living in spite of my. People know that I've been divorced 4 times, and honestly, I'm grateful for that. And my kids, you're
grateful for the 4 divorces.
Well, I'm grateful for whatever has happened. I mean, I don't. It's the way it had to be. That's the way. That's life. I'm grateful to be in this moment with these kids, and living the life I have. And their mother's a nightmare. But but if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have these kids. And so I will have a love for her that it can't be explained. I tell you what, you don't know unconditional love. I thought I did, and then you see it from these kids, and you see their eyes and the way they love you, and you realize, oh, your mother, what she had for me could only be described as, I guess, hate. But because my son the last 2.5 years, he's like, Dad, Mom hates you. I go, no, son. Let me explain something. Women, sometimes they're over it. And no, but having these kids, man, I mean, what a blessing. There is no, I've always said I want kids. People say that. and it turns out I really did. So every day is I enjoy it. I am old. I'm older chronologically, but I love it. I suppose there would be a day when we wake up. I mean, we still sleep in the same bed. We're still like, get up.
How old's your wife?
How old is she?
Yeah,
she's my ex-wife. She is probably about 44.
All right.
I mean, what they do with her, she's got a, it's a different. I think it's a different situation over there, but when they're with me, which is most of the time,
it's a party with you, right?
Well, no, it's not a party. We got structure. We got situations, but these kids come to this planet fully formed. And they do, and you know what? You got to listen to them. You got to take care of them and protect them, but you got to open your eyes and maybe listen, and they'll tell you who they are. And then so I discover things about they're amazing, and they're hilarious, and they're pretty perfect. But you got to protect them, but you can't go, okay, this is who you're going to be. This is what you're going to do. So we have a great time, and there's a lot of magic in our lives.
Tom Arnold in studio with us. He's going to be at the Funny Bone. Is it tonight, tomorrow?
Yes, I am. Where are you, in Missouri?
I'm in Omaha.
You're in Omaha? Well, you might as well be in Missouri if you're in Omaha.
Come on.
That's a nightmare over there. We're in Des Moines. We're in beautiful Des Moines.
I'll be there tomorrow for the Iowa game.
You'll be in Des Moines for the Iowa game tomorrow?
Yeah, because I host Sound Off over on WHO.
He does the post game.
Yo, that sounds amazing.
It's a lot of drunk people.
The game's in Michigan, am I right?
Yes.
Now, I wouldn't have been here this weekend if the game was in Iowa City. I'm just gonna go on record.
Would you have been at the game?
Well, I might have. I'm picking. I'm deciding. I'm very nervous about the. I get there. They were undefeated. I get a little nervous when things are like this. It's been such a great year for the Hawkeyes, and I live in Los Angeles, and first of all, watching the Hawkeyes from Los Angeles, you have to pirate. I have to go down to the Disney/Fox satellite thing down there by my house in Century City, and hack onto their. Because they don't. It's hard to see the Hawkeyes.
You don't go hang out with like the Hawkeye fans in Los Angeles group?
Well, you know what? I'm going to one of these days. I'm going to do that. I have met them. They're the best people. But I'm usually kind of in the middle of something. And I also, like the Iowa State game would have been so uncomfortable to watch with people because it was so close. And I would do that. I will do that this year. I'm going to make a commitment to go to the Hawk thing with the Hawk people down in Santa Monica or wherever they do it, and sit with them and watch it. That's what I'm going to do. But it's nerve wracking when it's close or when there's.
You scream at the TV? Are you like?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like when I turn away and then turn back, bad things happen to the Hawkeyes. Like we're crushing it, and also I have these little kids who kind of like watching it, but then they have kid things, and so I have to turn away a little bit, and then I might jinx the team. There's a lot going on. I don't want to. I'm a fan that cares, and and the Hawkeyes are just. They're great, but they just make you nervous watching them because they don't. They just tend to have a thing where they just don't wrap it up early enough with teams. Well, like Iowa State or like teams they should sometimes. I mean, they crush teams. Some of these high school teams they play.
Hey,
but they and I love the victories are close, but man, do they make you nervous sometimes. But it's great. I'm not complaining, but they're great. It's great to be a Hawkeye, etc. But it's nerve wracking.
I think he needs to get together with Bill Blank. It's another Hawkeye fan that wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, very much so.
I don't think I need to. But anyway, no, I think a lot of. But it's great. That means you're a fan. It's like being a Cubs fan before. This year sucked, but it's like But you do. But I don't mean that. It's always great to be a Cubs fan Because what am I? It's always great. You're a fan of a team. You stick with them. Things go sideways. That's what it's like. What am I saying? Cubs fan for, you had a World Series win, and then 16, and then and then look what happened. Trump came in and jinxed it. That guy's been But once he gets impeached this next couple of months, and then we'll get the Cubs back on track. We'll look at him. We win the World Series. November 2nd or 3rd in 2016. And what day did he get elected? November 8th. We had 5 days to celebrate. That's a guy that just doesn't want anybody celebrating. He's like, Obama, you guys are Hillary are from Chicago. I'm going to ruin everything. And now but once he gets out there, we'll get the team back on track. It's all a plan. He didn't like the Cubs. He is so divisive. He's like, those guys are celebrating. I'm going to ruin that. He doesn't even know anything about baseball. He's like, I have a feeling that Hillary and Obama like the Cubs. And Obama is a White Sox fan. He doesn't even know, but Trump doesn't know. He doesn't know enough about sports. Don't ever elect a president that's not a sports fan. Ever. Because he doesn't
Come on, he owned the New Jersey Generals.
Yeah, he's awful. Charlie Steiner, the other night, I had dinner, and Charlie Steiner came up, and we were there. Chris Collinsworth was there, and Al Michaels. And Charlie Steiner he was the original voice of the New Jersey Generals.
Steiner was?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes, he was.
I didn't either.
Yeah, you call him up. Let's get him on the phone. He has the best Donald Trump stories. And, he doesn't... he doesn't know. He's not a sports fan. And you got to be a sports fan. You got to have your heart broken. You got to care. Jimmy Carter, when he was, he's a Braves fan. And even when he was president, he said, if the Braves lose, it affects his quality of life. Even as president. That's the kind of guy you want running the White House.
Well, at 95 years old, I guarantee he was ticked off last night as Acuna failed to run out of a potential double.
Yeah.
Well, and plus the Cardinals. Nobody wants them to win. Come on. Nobody.
Yeah, you might be right.
Well,
at least in this room.
Well,
sure. Except, Tom, how long you been on the club circuit again?
I just started. I went to Caesar's Palace this summer and did some shows. It's been since about a year since I went back out on the road. I have to because I got to go out and make some money and support these kids. And but I love it. This is the first place I've gone. I think I'll come here and just my home base here, do some shows, and then I'm going to go back out some weekends this fall. And I do this. I have a movie that came out a couple weeks ago, 3 Days with Dad, with Brian Denny. He's our dad, and he's dying. It's actually a pretty good movie if you want to check it out. Then I have
Brian. I didn't know Brian Denny was still alive.
Well, check. Let me check Twitter. No, he absolutely is. He's brilliant. And J.K. Simmons, a bunch of great actors in it. It's highly recommended. I have a Hallmark, as always, a Hallmark Christmas movie coming out, and I'm doing things like what is that? Family Feud Live. I'm doing that. That's it. Pete, listen to this. You get on the road. They have the show Family Feud live, and 3,000 people show up at night to play the game. In cities across, the South is where we're going first. That's crazy that people do stuff like that. But I would do that. I'm going to do stand up. I'm going to go around the country, and I love it. But this is the first place I came back, and eventually I'll do a special. And so I do a bunch of stuff, and I act, and etc.
So you miss doing the Best Damn Sports Show. I mentioned it earlier. That's still one of my favorite shows.
Yes, people like that, and I love talking about sports because I love sports, and so I miss that a lot. I see the guys, I love seeing Michael Irvin still killing it on TV, and Chris Rose, and John Sally and John Kruk, and we're still in touch, and obviously Michael Strahan's doing good, and I see Shaq and. My old next door neighbor. And so I see the guys a lot and guys that I met from the show, LeBron's out in LA now and a lot of, it's great. I love it.
Why don't we bring that back? Is it that it's not that easy, is it?
Well, but we're doing stuff now. Fox got a big chunk of Fox got bought by Disney. the transition's been going on. My buddy Eric Shanks, who's president of Fox Sports, so literally the studio that I worked at, which is on the lot, and it's the movie studio part too. They had Disney came and bought a big chunk of that, so they're literally changing a bunch of stuff down there. This doesn't play. This story is not good for radio, but so they're making a lot of changes down there. So ESPN basically has bought a bunch of Fox Sports stuff.
Okay.
It doesn't, and so things are getting turned around. But what's going to come out of it is a better Fox Sports and a better ESPN. So I'm going to figure out a place to do that show because I see people trying to do shows like that. So we'll figure out something
Good
fun
show.
to do
Best
like that.
sports show.
It was great. It was awesome.
284-5966. We're gonna take a break. We'll come back.
But that's what you guys do.
Yeah,
you guys seriously.
Yeah, but we're not we don't talk a lot of sports. We should, but we're just not politically correct. We did a whole show the other day on Sean snorting pixie sticks when he was a kid. So then it came down to what you snort.
Oh, that's a good topic.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ever snort Fun Dip?
Well, he might have a different word for Fun Dip.
Well, I mean, I would if it was a dare, if it was for a bet.
Hey, Sean.
Up next, more with Tom Arnold. We'll wrap up the show and have Sean's morning dump on 1460 KXNO.
Get more at KX today. It's the Morning Rush with Travis Justice and Heather Burnside on Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KX. And now it's time for Sean's Morning Dump.
Yeah, I was the only woman there getting paid that had all my clothes on.
Heather talking about her days doing a remote at a strip club.
It was awkward. Never again.
A couple reminders, Iowa Wild home opener tonight, $2 bus beer night. Also, in studio with us, Tom Arnold. He's going to be at the Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow night, and it's Old Home Week. Is it class reunion week, too? Did you have, what year did you graduate, Tom?
77.
77.
Yeah. And then I graduated from Indian Hills more than 2 years later, and then I went to Iowa for 2 more years. And and then I'm with my buddies who went to all three. Well, my sporting go to Indian Hills, but Tumwa and Iowa, and there'll be a lot of friends here, and it is Old Home Week. So please, everybody, come down. We'll have a lot of fun, and then I stick around afterwards and we'll take pictures. And I have the biggest heart camp in America for kids with heart defects.
Really?
Camp Del Corazon on Catalina Island. And it's a camp that I've had for about 20 years. I sell t-shirts for it, $20, and then I match it. But I'll take pictures with everybody, sign anything, anyway. And stick around after the shows. And if anybody wants to say something or punch me, let's get it going. Let's get it going, man.
So, a lot of comics, we mentioned political correctness. This show's the farthest thing from it, I believe. Do you worry about the political correctness in comedy clubs and comics maybe having to change their act?
No, I don't care. Guys that say they're worried about political correctness, they're stupid. They're babies. You know what? We do your thing and quit whining about it. If they're talking about it, then they're what exactly do they want to say? The N-word or something? That's the guys that say, "Oh, we can't be politically correct." Listen, comedy clubs, do your thing. Quit whining. If you get slapped down, this kid, this Carson King, that's a class kid. This kid that made 3, because he goes there. First of all, he went to Iowa State, and he still had so much class, and he donates all that money to the, Children's Hospital, right? And they show these tweets from when he was 16, and God knows, I mean, for sure, all the stuff I did at 16 and 26 and 36. And he says, yeah, I did that. I'm sorry. Bam. And I'm going to own that. That guy had so much class, and then he makes more money, and he does all this great stuff. And there's a lot of people that they're just, they're bullies, and then they're cowards. That kid should be the president. I'll tell you what, he knew how to handle every moment of that.
I think he had a good PR firm behind him, but yeah, he did handle it well.
Well, no, you can have a million PR firms and you don't own stuff, or you blame somebody else. that, every decision, maybe, but you can have a good PR firm and you reject what they say. Kid, whatever happened, it was good, and it was good the next time, and the next time it was somebody else bowed out, and Anheuser-Busch had to bow out. Of course they did. And then he got another person. So that's a great lesson for everybody. That's a teaching moment for the whole country, because I was watching that. That was amazing. Let's move on. Let's learn from that. So, of course, it's Iowa where it happened. Somebody said an Iowa college kid is doing something for a hospital. I knew for sure it was Iowa U of I Children's, and I was shocked it was an Iowa State kid. But
Stop with Iowa State.
Yeah, no, it was great, because that's what we do here in Iowa. We are the best people. That's a fact. Look it up. We're going to, everything's, Iowa is the center of the universe, but everything good comes from here. So that's a good story. And people that talk about political correctness just want to be lazy, and they want to be hacks. And do you worry about that here?
No, I don't.
No, not at all, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And if I say something somebody doesn't like, there's all kinds of trolls out there. Screw them.
Yep.
Screw them.
Thanks for coming in today, bud.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love Heather. She's married to the guy that's the head of the highway patrol, the guy that's the boss, and this guy is the Surgeon General of the United States of America. Congratulations, Heather.
Thank you.
Man,
Funny Bone this weekend. Go see him.
The lottery. Woo-hoo! From the DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose Studios, this is 1460 KXNO, Des Moines Sports Station, KKDM HD2.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, not for